inside an abandoned building on a rainy night. The fire in the stone hut crackled and danced. Orange-red flames flickered across the faces of everyone present. The damp chill seeped through the cracks in the stone, mingling with the warm th of burning pine wood, and a faint haze of moisture. A vote to decide where they would go officially began that night. Tiger stepped forward half a pace. His gaze swept over the three people present. His tone was calm and utterly unquestionable. The moment he opened his mouth, he set a voting rule so absurd that no one could argue with it. Let's vote now. Those in favor of Leon returning to the Silver Dragon territory, take a breath. The moment he finished speaking, Rebecca immediately began taking exaggerated breaths. She even made loud huffing noises on purpose, then winked at Leon to show that she had voted yes. Martin copied Rebecca. He looked at Leon and let out a heavy breath. He was so exasperated that he even laughed at himself, then gave an indignant little snort. Tiger shot him a glance. His tone remained perfectly calm as he announced the result on the spot. He did not even need to count. Okay, 4-1. Unanimous approval. Leon immediately widened his eyes. He pointed at the three of them, completely speechless, and almost jumped on the spot. His head was filled with question marks. Why are all of you taking Master's side? And where did 4-1 even come from? Did you count Victor from the sinking corpse swamp too? Rebecca and Martin were shaking, with suppressed laughter beside him. They bit their lips tightly, afraid to make a sound. Tiger smiled and patted Leon on the shoulder. With a firm, steady hand, he placed the important mission of infiltrating the Dragon Clan and gathering intelligence squarely on Leon's shoulders. Everyone has high hopes for your popularity among the dragons. So the important mission of going behind enemy lines and gathering intelligence is entrusted to you, my dear disciple. Leon rubbed the tip of his nose. In truth, he had long been thinking about his wife and daughter in the Silver Dragon clan. He simply could not bring himself to leave his teammates behind. But he was used to acting tough and refused to say it outright. He still had to pretend to look reluctant. Since you put it that way, Master. But if I leave this place, can you really handle the Empire? As he spoke, his brow furrowed slightly. The worry in his eyes was impossible to hide. Tiger crouched down and casually stirred the logs in the fire. A few sparks leaped into the air before quickly falling back down. He looked up at Leon and slowly analyzed the pros and cons. Every word hit the mark. He had calculated the situation perfectly. The Empire's primary target is you. If the Empire discovers that you have already left its territory, it naturally will not devote too much power or resources to dealing with us. And with you in Dragon territory, the Empire's claws cannot reach you. All they can do is send a Dragon King, like Constantine, to deal with you. But you took care of him easily enough, didn't you? Leon rubbed his chin. As he recalled his battle with Constantine, he had to admit that Master was right. He nodded instinctively. That is true. Tiger paused, then added another dry log to the fire. He continued explaining, having already thought through every possible fallback for Leon, and considered every angle. In short, if you return to the Silver Dragons, whether it is to ensure your own safety or to gather intelligence, you will be far more effective there than staying in the Empire with us. Rebecca immediately raised her hand in agreement. She stood perfectly straight, without the slightest hesitation. I agree with Dad's idea. Martin quickly nodded as well. His voice was quiet and slightly shy, but unusually firm. I I agree with Mr. Tiger too. Rebecca's eyes shifted. She noticed the tips of Leon's ears turning red, and added with a teasing grin, her voice filled with mischief. Besides, you can reunite with your wife. Leon's face instantly turned bright red. He almost choked on his own saliva. Waving his hands frantically, he tried to argue back, but he could barely get the words out. TTH, this is the point? Do I look like the kind of man who puts a woman before his friends? Rebecca, Martin. You two tell me. Rebecca winked at him. She was not afraid of him in the slightest. She immediately began teasing him, speaking with complete confidence. If I had a wife that beautiful, I would be thinking about going home too. Captain, you can stop pretending. Martin fiddled with his hair, and nodded along innocently. He looked completely serious. Captain, you really are at the age where missing your wife is normal. It is nothing to be ashamed of. Leon stuck out his neck, and declared with righteous conviction. Absurd. I, Leon Casmode, am not the kind of person who would abandon his team mates just to see his wife. Even if the Empire hunted me down, even if he ended up stranded in a foreign land with now here to turn, I would never leave you. But the moment he finished speaking, Tiger exposed his act with one casual sentence. I will send you out of the city tonight. All right. Thanks, master. Leon instantly dropped all his right of speeches, and immediately took the convenient way out. He agreed with astonishing decisiveness. His change of heart was unbelievably fast. The two people beside him could not stop laughing. They leaned toward each other, and whispered their complaints, their shoulders shaking with laughter. Typical of our captain. He says he does not want to go, but he really just wants to return to his wife. Exactly. Our captain has always been terrible at admitting what he really wants. Leon awkwardly rubbed his nose. His eyes darted from side to side. For a long while, he could not think of a single retort. He could only pretend to stare at the fire. Tiger patted him on the arm, interrupting their laughter. His expression became a little more serious. Time is of the essence, let's leave now. Leon answered sheepishly. Okay. In the middle of the night, a torrential rain suddenly poured down. Raindrops the size of beans struck their faces painfully. A vast white curtain of rain blurred most of their vision. As soon as they reached the city gate, they split up. Tiger led Rebecca toward the gate, deliberately preparing to cause a disturbance. The unetching little girl loaded both pistols, stood on the roof of a low building, and fired several shots into the cloud-covered sky. The gunshots and muzzle flashes immediately attracted the attention of the city gate guards. The plan successfully lured away most of the heavily armored patrol guards. Leon took the opportunity to circle around the low building and slowly crept toward the city gate. After swiftly taking out the two remaining guards, Leon broke into a full sprint, charged through the gate, and plunged into the depths of the dense forest. The guards struggling with Tiger and Rebecca also heard the commotion. By the time they turned around, Leon had already disappeared into the distance. It is Casmode, get after him. Release the long-tailed demon apes. We must catch him. Leon ran for his life. The torrential rain turned the ground beneath his feet into a muddy quagmire, greatly slowing him down. But the long-tailed demon apes were beasts, and running on four legs came naturally to them. The distance between them kept shrinking. Their howls grew more and more piercing, as if mocking the prey that was about to fall into their hands. As he ran, Leon clenched his teeth and cursed inwardly. His brows twisted into a tight knot. Damn it! Master and Rebecca went to so much trouble to draw the guards' attention, so I could slip out of the city. And those bastards actually released monsters to chase me without hesitation. Just how insane are the Empire's people? The long-tailed demon apes behind him swung from branch to branch. Their speed was astonishing. They stayed right on his heels, with no intention of stopping. Their pitch-black fur blended almost completely into the night. Only their scarlet eyes glowed,